everybody, all right, my name is Soleil. We're talking about 3 fragrances that I got off the website The Sillage from the YouTuber Greta Beth. This website is great for those who are curious about very expensive fragrances, but you don't want to buy a full bottle. She allows you to buy samples instead, which is amazing because you can buy 2 millimeters, 3 millimeters, 5 millimeters. You can also purchase the full bottle. She also has a code at the very top of her website. It says Greta 10 on full-size bottles, so you can get 10% off on these expensive bottles. I will leave a link down below just in case you're curious and want to check it out. All right, so the very first fragrance that I want to talk about that a lot of people are curious about right now is Baklava Royale from Gabby Loves Perfume. It is from Navitus. I have the site up. This is the sample that it came in. I apologize for my dogs as usual. These samples are so cool. I love the fact that it comes with a cap. This is just the perfect actual sample to really test something out. And I got the 5 millimeter in this. I just love a good spray bottle sample. Lucky Side gives you those samples that are really small. They don't have a spray. You can pour really easily. Like, I don't like those. This is definitely cool. Worth the money for sure. So, all right. I did spray this beforehand because I knew I wasn't probably going to like it a whole lot, so I wanted to get like an understanding of it before I showed my initial feelings on camera. Sometimes when I don't like something, if I like sit there for a while and like, you know, get to know it, then I start to appreciate it more. So I didn't want to come on and be like, I hate it, and then like, you know, after I got off camera, I'll be like, oh, actually I don't mind it. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and spray it on this paper. I sprayed it on my arm earlier. It's drying down. So the top notes are orange blossom, Italian bergamot. Heart notes are honey, pistachio, and grilled almond. Base notes are amberwood, Madagascan vanilla, and Brazilian tonka bean. Okay. It's just strong. The first thing that comes out is the bergamot and the amberwood. Like, that is just very strong. I don't know what it is about Navitus and amberwood. I swear they must have gotten like amberwood on wholesale and a huge discount. They're telling their perfumers, like, look, I don't give a shit what you make, but whatever you make is going to have amberwood in it. We need to get rid of this shit. Like, that's what I'm envisioning because like almost every fragrance has amberwood in it. And this is kind of giving me Amorous Intense vibes because Amorous Intense, I felt like they added too much amberwood. I realized that musky, pungent smell was the amberwood. With Monte Cassonade, they did it just right where it complements the main notes, but it's not, you know, overpowering those notes. I don't mind it. The amberwood really comes through. This is not, if you're into foodie gourmands like I am, this is not an edible experience. I have noticed that there are 2 different gourmand lovers, or explainers should I say, online. You have people like myself that when I see gourmand, I think the whole entire point is that when you open up the cap from the fragrance, from the top to the bottom, it smells edible. It smells sweet. It smells dessert-like. It smells like something that you want to consume. Some people see edible notes in a fragrance and they say this is now a gourmand fragrance because there's edible notes, even though the main like fragrance that might actually be coming out is coming from like the amberwood, cedar, oak, leaves, gravel off the ground, grass, whatever. And people are like, ooh, there's whipped cream in the bottom of this. I can smell that. And I'm like, that's not edible. You know, I mean, the whipped cream's edible, but if the main focus has nothing to do with that one note, then to me, that's not a gourmand scent. So, yes, there are food notes in this. Yes, there is honey. Yes, there's pistachios and grilled almonds. I mean, this is one of those like olfactory journeys where like if you sit there and concentrate and really focus, then yeah, you can smell those fragrances come forward. But I smell bergamot and amberwood. Those are the 2 things that really stand out. On my skin, it gets a little bit cozier smelling, I guess, which I guess that's where the vanilla and tonka bean kick in. One thing I will say, I'm not a huge fan of honey smells. Like, I tried Zoology's Bee. I did not like that. And I tried another fragrance that was honey forward from Lucky Scent, and I didn't like that. So that was another reason why I wasn't super excited to buy a full bottle, because I was like, if this is honey forward, there's a chance I'm not going to like it. This to me is just, it's like giving me Amorous Intense. Like, it's not Amorous Intense, but it's giving me like the distant cousin. Like, they are, you know, second and third cousin over or something. With that bergamot, the orange, and the amberwood are like what's very present to me. I don't like it on my skin. I like it more on paper than I do my skin, but that's my own body chemistry. Yeah, this is definitely not a gourmand experience for me personally. This is not edible. This is very mediocre to me. On paper, it doesn't smell bad. Like if it was like in somebody's house, like on a candle or something, I wouldn't mind it. But as far as like on like wanting to wear it, like no. Mm-mm. So I'm definitely glad that I got a sample of it. I don't know if I will be wearing this moving forward. I might try it, but it's definitely not going to be like me going out and about. It'll be like me around the house to really like gauge if I like feel any different about it. But for now, I'm definitely glad I got a sample. So if you're curious, you don't want to go full bottle in, especially for people like myself that feel like Navitus is definitely, you know, for me, it's more misses than it is hits. It's not misses. I don't want to say that. It's not misses because like I said, I do like what I have. None of my fragrances, except for Monte Cassonade, have I felt like super like excited about. Monte Cassonade, I've been wearing that like all the time. Like you'll see my short videos, I add it into different fragrance combos like all the time. I like it so much, I am probably gonna buy a second bottle when she does the restock if it is on sale. If that code is still legit, then I'll go ahead and buy a bottle just because I don't want to pay $300 ever. And then I'll let that sit and age while I wear the other one. This Baklava Royale, I am not seeing any codes. I went to the YouTube video that Gabby Loves Perfume first came out with, and I'm not seeing a code. It says 170. I think originally was like 125. This is not worth 170 to me. There's no way I'd pay 170 for this. Like 125 would be what I would pay for it if I was gonna, you know, purchase this. So if I were you, and you're very curious about this, go to the Sillage, get a sample. If you like it, go to the Sillage again and purchase it from that site with Greta Beth's 10%. If there's no longer a code to be used for this. So. All right, now that I've talked about that, I want to talk about the other two fragrances that I've been curious about that is from Greta Beth. I rarely watch Greta Beth and Gabby Loves Perfume anymore because they will review some very high-end fragrances and they'll get me like very excited. I do apologize about my dog in the background as normal. They will get me very excited about fragrances that are way out of my price range. I forget what fragrance it is, but it has like a king cap, like a king's crown as the cap, and I think it's like $600. And they're like, this smells amazing. And I'm like, is it called Nocturnal? Nocturne? I forget what it's called, but it has me so curious. And I'm like, I'm not gonna throw down $600 for this fucking bottle. So I don't watch them as often as I used to just because of that. But these two fragrances came from Greta Beth's site. I have them up here. So the first one is Maharloo, and it's from Oltfattology. This is the sample. Again, I got another 5 ml from this. This isn't too bad. The max is 140, so I would, if I do like this, I'll dish up the 140. And really quick, it says top notes are cherry and cinnamon, middle notes are cherry blossom, plum and licorice, base notes are benzoin and tonka. So I'm expecting this to be almost like a angel share sort of experience. I could be totally wrong, and I hope I am, because I don't really want a second angel share anyways. I love my angel share, I don't need another one. I have the Lattafa's dupe version, so that's the extent of that for me for angel share. Oh, that smells good, shit. Ooh, bitch. Ooh. What if I like the other one? Can I spray them on top of my hand, maybe? You have to like cherry. You have to really like cherry. I love cherry. I don't know why. Like some fragrances comes off more like Tom Ford's Cherry Smoke. That to me was car freshener and leather. Like I did not like that fragrance at all. This cherry and the cherry blossom combined kind of give it like a very fruity, but then that cherry blossom, like if you ever had Japanese cherry blossom from Bath and Body Works, it's a really nice blend. This is interesting. And And the cherry is almost like a photorealistic cherry. This has my attention for sure. Faux show, bitch. Okay, so if you get a chance, Maharloo, and I will leave a link down below to everything that I am talking about so you can check it out and see if you're interested. Again, you have to really like cherry fragrances. This is giving me spring. Yeah. I mean, I wear it now. Shit, I wear this now. Ooh, I want to buy this. Yeah, I want to buy this. That's a definite. All right. So very cherry forward. The other notes, the cinnamon. Do I smell cinnamon in this? Yeah, there's a little bit of spicy kick to it. But the plum and the licorice, I mean, sometimes like I'll watch people and they'll like be able to pick up on every single note, and I'm like, wow, like, do you have like a really sensitive like nose? Like, that's amazing if you do. Or are you just like deep diving into the pool of creativity? Like, because sometimes when people explain things, I'm kind of staring at them like, you know, like, ooh, this smells like a muffin drizzled all over with caramel sitting on a big pile of cotton candy. And then you look at the fucking notes and it's like, again, like gravel that you found off the ground with like blades of grass and whipped cream and vanilla. And I'm like, what the fuck are we talking about? But some people, they have a keen sense to be able to like pick up different notes. I can definitely with the Tonka because it kind of gives that nice like base to it. Yeah, this is good. This is good. All right, so the last one that I got was Amore Torrido from Salas Perfumes, and I only got a 2mm because this thing is expensive. This thing is $400 for the bottle. So this makes me think when I think about Navitus, or Navitus, sorry. The bottle, you have two choices. You can get the bottle with the nice hand-blown glass cap. It's beautiful. I love it. That's like, if I were to get this, I would want it and that cap. Or you can knock off a couple $100. I think it's like $100 or $200 if you take the cap off and they give you a regular cap. And I'm thinking to myself, like, how great would that be with Navitus if they were like, look, you know, you can either get this fancy packaging and everything and it'll be $300, or we're gonna take the packaging away, give you a cardboard box and whatever basic packaging, and it'll knock up $100 or $200. Then I'd be like, okay, you know, full bottle, whatever. But their prices are just so expensive for their full bottles. All right, so Amore Torrido, let me look at the notes. It says, where are we at? Notes. Top notes are bergamot, red apple, and grapes. Mid notes are violet, lily of the valley, and apricot. Base notes are coconut, amber, and benzoin. Now, people who've reviewed this brought up the coconut. I don't like coconut in any scent. Like, every single time I smell a scent with coconut in it, it just makes me think of suntan oil. Doesn't even matter what it is. I just think suntan oil. I do like coconut to eat though, like coconut shrimp. Bitch, I love me some coconut shrimp. Haven't had in a while, but it's good. Coconut cake. Yeah, I love coconut to eat, not to smell on myself. All right. It smells like coconut. All right, I'm definitely glad I didn't buy a full bottle of this. I would have been disappointed. It smells good. It definitely smells good. You have to like coconut. I can smell the apple and the grapes and the bergamot. But the coconut, because I don't like coconut in fragrances, it's what I smell the first. That's like the first thing I smell. Yeah, it smells like coconut. It smells good though. It smells good. I can smell the different fruits. This is gonna be a get to know you, for sure. I guess I really wanted to like it because I really like that glass cap. If you click on it, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's like this hand blown, like fiery looking glass cap, and I'm like, how cool would that be to be like just to look at every day? But I'm not gonna spend $400 on a fragrance that I don't like. I don't dislike it, but for right now, I'm definitely not feeling the $400 price range on this. Yeah. I'm so glad I got a chance to sample this though. This makes me so happy. I'm so happy that Greta Beth has this website. This is amazing. I mean, definitely check this out. I honestly didn't think I was ever gonna be able to smell this, and the fact that I was able to smell it definitely made my day. Let me go back over to her website. The only thing about her website though, it doesn't do well with different browsers. I try to check out on my phone. I couldn't check out on my phone. I normally use, I think it's Chrome I normally use. I couldn't check out on that browser, and then I opened up Microsoft's Edge, and I was able to use it on that browser. So that's the only issue that I have with her website. Other than that, though, I mean, she's created something that's really amazing for people that are in the fragrance community, because you can not only get samples of fragrances, but then also fragrances that usually you get taxed on from other countries. Apparently, she's figured out a way to like make it to where you don't get taxed like you would, you know, like if you had something coming from like the UK or something to the United States. So I think that's absolutely amazing. So definitely check out this website if you're curious about expensive fragrances, which she has the Mini 100 up. I might have to. That new Minnie Mouse edition from the House of Sillage that has like the silver cap and it's purple. I was curious about it, but I'm not. I already have Minnie Mouse. That's my maxing out on expensive House of Sillage cupcake looking fragrance. It's cute. It is cute, but I'm not really into Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse like that. I'm not into Disney like that. So, but the fragrance is cool. It's not worth $400 cool, but it's cool, you know. So I might actually try a sample of this. It's expensive though, damn. Let me see here. A 10 mil is $102 to try the new limited edition Minnie Mouse House of Sillage. So if I were to try it, I would be at like, yeah, at 2 mil, which this is the 2 mil, which is fine, totally fine. It gives you enough to be able, and I still have plenty, like I sprayed on the paper in my arm, I still have plenty to where I could probably wear it probably 2 or 3 times, I'd say, to really gauge if I really like it or not. So the more this settles down, the more I do smell the apricot coming forward. Let me smell baklava. Baklava Royale is also giving me more of a skin scent. Like it's very like light, it's not super strong. There's something about it that I kind of like. That amberwood calmed down. It really did calm down. I can still smell it, but it's there. I can now smell the honey in it. That's come forward. Now that's on my skin, sitting on my skin for a while. It's just not for me. I'm not a huge fan of this fragrance, but I mean, like, it's all right. It's all right. It's not for me though. It's not my vibe. Let me smell the other one that I was like super hyped about. Nope, still love it. That's a vibe for sure. Bitch. All right, and then one more time with this. Yeah, I can smell the different scents. The coconut's kind of calming down, the apricot's coming forward, but I still don't like it enough to want to spend $400 on it, so yay, indirectly saving money. So, all right, that is it. I have Kayali's Eden Sparkling Lychee coming, I think tomorrow or Wednesday. I'm gonna try to put this video out either tonight or it's going to be tomorrow, and then Friday I'm going to probably bring up the sparkling lychee, because there is a code right now on Sephora, so if people are curious about it, I want to make sure that they are able to get that 20% off. Yeah, I try to do videos consistently, you know, like try to do like every Friday, but it becomes hard with my like life, because I've mentioned before I have several jobs, and sometimes that definitely gets in the way of having free time. So I do apologize if my videos are kind of like sporadic. But anywho, all right, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I'll be making more videos in the near future, and I'll see you guys next time.